All right, guys, in today's episode on the Roofing Resource Channel, we're going to be tackling a silent but very serious issue that homeowners face, and that is roof rot. Even a small leak, poor ventilation, or neglected gutters can lead moisture into your roofing system and cause roof rot. So today we're going to be talking about what is roof rot, why is this so dangerous to your roofing system, signs that you can be looking for in order to know that roof rot is happening in your home, and most importantly, what you can do to prevent it. So let's get started. All right, Brinson, so today's topic, we're gonna be talking about roof rot and just how that's something that homeowners definitely need to be looking out for and making sure that it does not linger on and become an issue that just prolongs from neglect.
Yeah.
So let's just start from the beginning, really straightforward. What exactly is roof rot and where does it start?
Yeah, so roof rot typically affects any of the wood components of the roof.
Okay.
Most commonly, this is the decking or sheathing, right? That's underneath your shingles. It can be the rafters that are in the attic, any beams, your fascia, soffit. So there's a lot of wood components that make up a roof. Where the rot typically starts from is from any kind of like long-term moisture exposure, right? Whether that's a leak, some possible condensation, poor ventilation, any water intrusion can lead to that.
Okay. And as far as, houses that you see roof rot in typically, is that more, primary in older homes, or could you even see that in like new builds that we keep seeing like around here all the time?
Definitely both.
Okay.
Definitely both. The reason I say that is anywhere there's water intrusion, that rot can occur.
Yep.
Right. Typically the older roofs, however, you'd be surprised a lot of these new builds that we get called out to, roofs that are 2 years old, they've had a slow leak for the last 6-8 months, and it's just rotted over time, causing sagging to the structure, causing in the attic space, the wet insulation, interior repairs. So it just starts a snowball effect if not addressed.
So like in a newer home, it would be typically more towards like maybe improper installation or things like that. Older homes, definitely more of the wear and tear that you would see.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's kind of talk into the main factors that lead to roof rot. What are some of the most common things you see that lead to this issue?
Yeah, so obviously the most common is moisture intrusion from leaks, directly from leaks. Now that can be from damaged shingles, flashing that's failing, bad underlayment installation, clogged gutters. All of these can be a reason. Bad nailing can all be why a leak is occurring. Okay. I also say poor attic insulation can definitely cause for improper moisture to be present for a long period of time, which can obviously lead to rot. And then the last one that we see commonly is just neglect or lack of maintenance. Okay. Right? Debris piling up on the roof, gutters being clogged, and things like that.
Now, as a homeowner, where can I be looking to make sure that I do or don't have roof rot? Or where would be the best place to start as a homeowner?
For sure. So 2 different areas, right? So inside of the home or in the attic, looking for any kind of water stains, any kind of a moldy or mildew smell. Look specifically in the attic. You can look around. You can look next on the underside of the decking, see if there's any soft or spongy areas. And then if you're able to get on your roof safely, any kind of soft areas that you feel under your feet.
Okay. Yeah. And previously you did kind of touch on with the new builds as far as you see people within like maybe 6 to 8 months being able to see some leaks and things like that. How quickly would you say someone can tell like roof rot developing, or from that initial start point of roof rot, how quickly can you see that happen or start?
Yeah, so typically it starts with some type of a leak. Right? Yeah. Hopefully that leak makes itself apparent or present pretty quickly.
Yeah.
In most situations, as long as homeowners are aware, they say, hey, I've got a problem. I need to get somebody out here fast. Can quickly put an estimate together and fix their problem. Typically, it can prevent the rot from occurring.
Okay.
However, there are situations where it could be a prolonged, smaller issue that's been present over time. That's when it can become more of an issue. Right.
Got you. Now let's say you're a homeowner that's definitely gone in your attic, looked around, maybe found some water stains or something, but maybe it's not as big of a water stain, or maybe something that you feel like you could hold off on to fix or anything like that. What can happen if homeowners really ignore or delay these repairs?
Yeah, I would say first thing that comes to mind, Hugh, is structural compromise.
Yeah.
Right. What we see is oftentimes when we go out, typically it's an older roof that's been patched several times, DIY patches over the years. Oftentimes the cost to replace the roof is oftentimes more expensive because there's a lot more structural damage, a lot more repairs that need to be done, whether that be replacing rotted decking that's occurred over the years, even as far as having to replace rafters or fascia boards or any of those. That's just been an ongoing issue for years. That's that can's been kicked down the road.
Okay.
Right? So just something to keep in mind. A lot of these things can be fixed easily with somebody that has some experience. However, there are some long-term effects, which usually is cost whenever a replacement is needed.
Got you. Okay, and then Brinson, lastly, want to talk about preventative steps that homeowners can take, and what can they do, especially in our climate and everything. What's the best thing that they can be doing to prevent this?
Yeah. So without going too far down the rabbit hole, I'll give you a couple quick pointers. The first one, just ensuring having your roofer or your roof inspection whenever it's done, just making sure that the ventilation is proper. Right. Make sure you've got the proper intake, the proper outtake, adding attic fans if need to. But that's one thing. Second, we just talked about it. We're keeping the gutters and the roof itself clean of any debris or any kind of a debris buildup. Will definitely help. Repair any minor leaks immediately. Don't let it prolong. And then lastly, I would just say get in the habit of scheduling regular roof inspections just to make sure that there's no alarms, no red flags that need to be handled right away.
And last thing is, if someone in this area does have roof rot and everything, maybe it's gotten to a point, it's starting to maybe compromise some of the structure and everything. What would you say for them to do?
And I'd say definitely do their research, find a reputable roofing company in their area, and have them come out and help diagnose, right? Because it may be a small thing that can be easily fixed, or there may be some underlying issues that need to be addressed right away.
All right. Thank you, Brinson. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
If you like this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment with any questions or experiences you've had with roof installs. For more information on this topic, visit our learning center at lintaroofing.com. Thanks for watching.